First down and 10 now for the Scorpions, and that was a turnover taken by Kevin Madden, and he got the ball back to the 32 of the Cougars. Scott Klein rolling right. He's looking for Hugh Heath, and defended very nicely out there by number 7, Eric Turner. So that pass intended for Hugh Heath, and Eric Turner just bats it away at about the 35-yard line. Here we get another look at Scott Klein rolling. Well, very close to an interception. Also out there was number 2, Dushan Fields. So double coverage on Hugh Heath so far working tonight.
Dan, what's that?
I was just going to say that Klein's having a tough game today. 10 right now.
Second down and 10 now for the Scorpions, going from the Cougar 32-yard line. Hugh Heath wide to the near side. In motion goes Nick Riondo. A quick outlet to Nick Riondo. He's across the 30 to the 25-yard line. So Riondo picking up 7 yards on that little screen pass out to Nick. He gets down. I think he's going to be just short of the 25. So we're going to have a third down and 3 now for the Scorpions. Well, we'll call it the 26-yard line, so it's going to be a third down and 4.
Well, one thing that might be hurting Camarillo a little bit right now is that number 40. Dave, help me out. Just
Hugh Heath for Camarillo?
No, I'm sorry. Disregard what I was saying. No, Heath is doing a great job, and they're doing a good job of double coverage on Heath. Every play.
Okay, Scott Klein now once again. He's looking for Hugh Heath. Heath was wide open there for a minute. Pass intended for number 81, Kevin Oakes, and it's just, well, I'm not sure whether he had it or it got batted away. However, it falls incomplete. So now we're going to have a fourth down situation with 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the third quarter of play. We'll see what Camarillo elects to do here. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Fourth down and 3 now for the Scorpions.
Now, what I was trying to think of was James Grimble, number 20, unable to play much or do much due to an injury.
Right. Well, yeah, they have missed him in this game. That's for sure.
Because he's got the big play. I think he said in the paper that he averaged like 17 yards per carry.
Okay, pass is complete to Hugh Heath. Oh no, the official's ruling incomplete. So once again, the Scorpions are going to have to turn it over on downs. Hugh Heath looking and talking to the official. He did not like the call. However, Ventura is going to have the ball.
Well, he was looking for a flag on that play. He was certainly hit a little bit early there. And that's what he was hoping to get a call on. Well, Camarillo just right now, well into the third quarter, just unable to move the ball against this powerful Ventura team.
Well, this Ventura team, without a doubt, a very tough team. However, 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third quarter, so the Scorpions still in the ball game, trailing 14-3. There goes Booker Jackson. And there's a fumble on the play. We'll see. I think the officials, yes, they are. They're going to rule it dead at the 35-yard line.
They ruled it dead. About 10 yards.
So Booker Jackson gets the ball out to the 35. And he is very close to the first down. We'll see if they're going to measure here. Yes, they are, Frank. They're bringing out the change. Well, there you saw the fumble, but it was after Booker Jackson was down on the play. And we'll get a look here to see if the Cougars do have it. It
appears that they do.
They do. They have it just by inches, so it's first down and 10 for the Cougars. We'll call it the 36-yard line. So 3 minutes, 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Ventura leading 14-3.
Camarillo's still in this game. They have been known to pull the big plays, and we haven't seen one of them yet really work, but they can work, and they have worked all season. So Camarillo's certainly still in this ball game.
And of course the defense doing a good job keeping this game close.
No.
There, oh, it's an interception. Kevin Madden, he's gone, Frank. He's across the 10-5 into the end zone. Camarillo comes right back on the interception by number 10, Kevin Madden.
Was I just talking about the big play? Camarillo just seems to have the unique ability to turn that big play.
Or does that turn the
Madden
camera
stepped in front of that, in front of the receiver, took the ball, and there wasn't anybody in front of him.
Okay, we can see the Camarillo stands are just going crazy over there. A big turnout out here to watch this game. Now here's a replay, and nobody close to Kevin Madden. He just stepped in front of the receiver all the way, clear sailing into the end zone.
Well, hooray for Kevin Madden. What a play. What an anticipation play that was on his part.
So Camarillo right now trailing 14-9. Here's the extra point try by Eastman. He gets it up and good. Suddenly it's a 4-point ball game. 14-10, Ventura Cougars leading it. However, Frank, we'll see if that represents a switch in momentum here now.
Well,
3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter of play.
Well, I think that certainly has got to put the momentum a little bit in the favor of Camarillo because they've been unable to move the ball. They've been maybe a little lethargic out there. There's a lot of tension. They got the big play. They went in for a score. They're down only by 4 points now. There's better than a full quarter left in this ball game, and I feel the Camarillo's got the momentum on their side now. They've got to, the defense just has to hold the Ventura team.
Okay, this broadcast is a presentation of Televin's Channel 6A in Camarillo, produced and directed by Bob Bowles, technical director Paul Mueller, executive producer Russ Anthony. Our thanks to all the Television staff and their crew on the cameras, Tim Miller, Al Paleo, Faye Conzen, Gary Yates, and Fred Mondragon, for coming all the way down here to the Coliseum today to film this game for your pleasure. We hope you are enjoying the game. Camarillo right now getting back in it, trailing 14-10. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Here is a kick by Danny Eastman. And he takes it at the 6-yard line. He's across the 10 to the 12-yard line. Stacked up down there by
number 32, Richard Encinas.
Richard Encinas making his presence felt now. The Cougars, for the first time this evening, going to be starting from deep in their own territory.
Well, the key right now is on the pressure right now is on the Camarillo defense. They've got to hold this powerful Ventura offense, make them punt the ball away, giving Camarillo good field position.
Well, on that last series of downs by the Cougars, the Camarillo defense certainly responding to that pressure. First down and 10 now for the Cougars. They're going from their own 12-yard line. They're leading in this ball game 14-10, however, deep in their territory. There's a give to Lamont Fields. Lamont Fields goes off tackle. He's across the 15 to the 15-yard line, so a gain of 2 yards on the play. Second down and 8 now for Ventura. Once again, deep in their own territory.
Well, he runs into John Troxel and number 71, David Schumacher.
Well, coming into the game now for Ventura, number 5 is Dale Flores, who is a wide receiver. And they're going to split Flores wide to the near side. The last time Flores came into the ball game, they intended a pass out there for him. It looked like they're, well, now we have a little confusion down on the field. The ball is spotted at the 16, so that was a gain of 3 yards. Now the clock is running, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third quarter of play.
I do want to point out that number 50, Tom Quinn, who apparently might have injured his knee, is now back in the ball game for Camarillo, playing defensive end.
Okay, there's that option, and there's a pitch out to Lamont Fields. He's across the 20, 25, 30, and out to the 32-yard line. First down for Ventura.
Dave, you said it earlier, that offense very, very difficult to defend against. If you commit to the quarterback, he's going to pitch the ball. And when you've got a running back trailing you like Lamont Fields, that's always a danger.
Okay, Tom Quinn now going out of the ball game. He assisted with Kevin Madden on that last tackle. However, they're being a little bit cautious right at the moment with Tom Quinn. They don't want to risk any injury to that knee till they see, well, they want to see if he's okay or not.
Well, they're not looking at him over there on the sidelines. He just looks like he's just taking a little breather. He's sitting down doing a little stretching exercise is all.
Replacing Quinn is number 68, Kevin Barth. First down and 10 from the 32. Lamont Fields goes off tackle, and he gets the ball out to the 39-yard line. Getting stacked up there by number 46. Who is number 46, Frank? I don't have...
Number 46 is one of the players on which team?
For Camarillo.
For Camarillo.
Eddie Lopez. Eddie Lopez making that tackle.
That's correct.
Assisted there by number 43, Donnie Ott. Well, Fortin now, he's way back around the 25-yard line. Being pursued, Brendan Kinney's got him at the 40 and takes him out of bounds.
Well, number 57, George McKenzie, was in the backfield right on top of the quarterback. I think he had thought the quarterback had optioned the ball off, and he merely bumped into him, and otherwise he would certainly had him for a sack had he realized the quarterback did have the ball still.
Well, Fortin getting the ball back to the 40-yard line. He's going to be very close to that first down. And they're going to spot it at just short of the 41-yard line, and they're about a foot short of the first down. So we'll call it 3rd down and a yard to go for the Cougars. 1 minute, 20 seconds left, 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Well, it would have certainly been a big play for Camarillo's defense had they been able to sack him for a little bit of a loss and made it a little longer.
Wide to the near side for Ventura, Raymond Edwards. Now he goes in motion. Fortin on a gift to Lamont Fields. He busts across the 45 to the 47. 1st down and 10 now for the Cougars. Well, Frank, this Lamont Fields has been something to watch tonight. He is just an outstanding athlete.
Well, besides that, Dave, he's got to be in tremendous physical condition because he is going both ways. Late in the 3rd quarter, what have we got? 1 minute and 13 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. He's still going strong.
Well, and this is a very tough, hard-hitting football game down there, so that could begin to take its toll here in the very near future as we go into the 4th quarter. So a 1st down and 10, the Cougars get it out. Well, they're going to be just short of the 50-yard line.
Well, that was a keeper by Fortin. He just went right over the top of the center, so picked up about, as you say, about 3 yards.
Number 46, Eddie Lopez, once again on the tackle. They spot the ball right at the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 7 now for Ventura. Camarillo defense now is going to have to hold up here. Try and get that ball back from Ventura to get that offense moving again. Keeper by Fortin. And he gets the ball into Scorpion territory, brought down at the 46-yard line.
Credit number 68, Kevin Barth, got his hands on the jersey as he was coming across the line of scrimmage and just held on. I didn't catch who came up on the assist there, but did a great job of containing the running back.
I am not on that number 68. I'm not sure whether that's Bill Haney or whether it's Kevin Barth. Bill Haney, another of the sophomores that was brought up from that junior varsity team. That might be Bill Haney. At any rate, that ends the 3rd quarter of play. So as we go to the 4th quarter, Ventura Cougars leading in this ball game 14-10. Camarillo scoring in the 3rd quarter. Well, there you have it on the screen. The Cougars leading 14-10 at the end of the 3rd quarter. This CIF championship game is being brought to you in part by the Camarillo Daily News. Need something? Check the classified ads in the Camarillo Daily News, Ventura County's only morning newspaper. This CIF championship game being brought to you in part by Camarillo Locksmith, locally owned and operated by Roger Parker at 462 Dawson Drive in Camarillo.
% of his passes, so this is not what Ventura wants to do, is pass the ball. In the playoffs, however, he's 52.4%. So he's done better in the playoffs.
3rd down and 10, 54 seconds left.
Along the right side at the 45-yard line. He's not close, but are they in 4-down territory?
Yeah, that was Booker Jackson on that play, but it's the same results. He was stacked up and stopped there. You know, it seems like every time that Ventura's gotten in trouble, they've come back and given a substantial drive with ball possession, but now they're going to have to give up the ball, but they're going to give it up in deep into Camarillo territory. So I think you're going to see a good punt.
Are we going to see a punt?
Well, I guess we're not. We're going for it.
The Ventura
and
Cougars.
It's 4th and 2, and I think you're going to see Lamont Fields over the top.
He's got the 1st down, maybe.
Oh, it is very, very close.
He might have taken off a little too soon, but Roman Fortin is saying, we've got it. Of course, Tommy Quinn, number 50, says, no, 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 we'll see. As you know, they'll bring in the chains. Now, the Scorpions...
Well, if I could see the ball here, I can tell you, I'm going to make my guess right now.
I believe he has got it.
I think he's got it.
The Scorpions...
It's going to be real close, though.
Russ Harris, our statistician, says no. So we'll find out who's right here.
If they're wiggly lines, they didn't make it. I don't think they made it.
Roman.
By an inch.
By an inch. Coach Pasno says by an inch, and we'll take it. Because the Ventura Cougars will take it, and they will have a 1st and 10 now.
It was less than a stripe of the ball.
First and 10 for the Ventura Cougars now on the 43-yard line of the Camarillo Scorpions. So they indeed keep this drive alive after the last 3 went up in smoke.
Well, you know, I think the Ventura coaching staff has made a decision. They're going to go all out in this drive. They've got to maintain possession of the football. They don't want to turn it over to Camarillo. They're going to do everything in their power to keep the football and gain possession of the ball. Hey, that's a real chancy play. You know, that was not a short 4th down.
It was not, indeed. And it looked like that he might have taken off as he took the airborne drive over the center of the center of the offensive line, that he might come up short. But right now it looks like they are stringing it out and not allowing Lamont Field to get the ball in the open country. Second down, pick up a 3. It'll be second down and 7. There's Lamont Field. Spins and turns, and look at the strength as he makes it to the 35-yard line.
See, that's one of the things I think people underestimate about Lamont Field. He's a pretty strong runner. He's not easy to tackle.
And he has great upper body strength.
Yes, he does.
5'11", 190 pounds. Let's look at it once again, as you'll be able to see the strength of Lamont Fields. They stack him up here, and he says, no, not today. Third down and a long 2. Lamont Fields now has 100 yards on the day. He needs 58 more to break the rushing record now held by Hilriah Johnson. Here's the give to number 5, Dale Flores. That'll bring up another 4th down, and if they went for it before, I would assume they would go for it again.
Yeah, that's Booker Jackson. They're stacking up Booker pretty well. I really think maybe they need to come out on the option on that and maybe get to the outside off of Booker's dive. You recall earlier that they did have a pitch play to Lamont where he picked up about 15 yards on the pitch off of Booker Jackson's dive play and the option. Well, we got another 4th down. Will it be Lamont over the top?
Or will it be Roman Fortin right up the middle?
You know, the other day we saw a great fake off of this and Roman roll out. And
too much time, I believe.
Time. Oh, gosh. Well, that takes you out of your entire game plan there, doesn't it?
It sure does. On 4th down, now what do the Ventura Cougars do? As we take a look along the sidelines at head coach Harvey Kochel and his group of assistant coaches as they try to make the change, and they do. They bring in a number of players. Torrey Riemann is one of them. It looks like Torrey is going to go for a field goal here. Now the ball will be spotted at about the 47-yard line. It's going to be about a 57-yard field goal.
He has the range to do it. He does have the range to do it.
It would be his longest field goal of the year. A timeout has been taken by the Ventura Cougars with 9:05 left here in the 4th.
That's smart. They weren't ready to go. Now, I'm not sure what they do in high school football, whether the ball on a field goal goes back to the 20-yard line or does it come out to the original snap point. In college football, you know, and in pro football, wherever you attempt a field goal from, the ball goes back to that spot. So, you know, attempting a field goal from the 40-yard line is going to give Camarillo good field position here. And all that work of driving the ball down is going to be gone with a chance to make a 57-yard field goal.
Now Dave Anderson, one of the co-captains for the Camarillo Scorpions, he comes in with a play from the sidelines. Now, you would think that under these circumstances, they might have a special play themselves on a situation just like that.
Well, who knows? It's a championship game.
And you definitely pull out all the stops. They're going to mark it at the 46-yard line. It would be a 56-yard field goal for number 31, Torrey Riemann. The holder is Javier Gonzalez. It's up, and it's going to be way short, about 10 yards short, so it's out of his range, and now it will come out to the 20-yard line.
Well, I'm going to find out what the rule is. Does it come out to the 20 in high school football? Yes, it does.
First and 10 now for the Camarillo Scorpions on the 20-yard line. They trail by 4. 14-10.
I really thought that Torrey would get a stronger effort out of that. I've seen him kick the ball much better than that. But it's tough, you know, you're trying for that long range, and sometimes you just overkick. You're trying so hard that you lose your rhythm.
And now Camarillo comes out, first and 10 Dropping back is Scott Klein. Scott's looking, throws it up, almost picked off by Eric Turner as it was intended for number 82, Gary Litton. So Klein continues.
Ventura continues to put the pressure on them.
Let's look at it here as Klein continues to be ineffective.
There's the fake. They didn't get really good pressure. The ball should have been caught.
Number 82, Gary Litton, just couldn't come up with the catch. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for Camarillo.
This is a key series of downs for Camarillo here. They've got to move the football. They need to establish field position. Even a punt out of here is going to put Ventura with the ball in the midfield, so they've got to get first downs.
Here come the Cougars. Here come the Scorpions, and Klein's going to take it away. He picks up about 7 yards. It's going to be out to about the 27. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 28, 3rd down and 2, as Klein picks up 8 yards.
Well, as we checked earlier, Camarillo has had very poor success in picking up their 3rd down attempts. Maybe the percentages are going to round out for them now.
Being chased by number 46, Eric Nordyke. Now Camarillo with a 3rd down and 2. Snap, the give on the reverse. They got the 1st down and maybe a little more, but Lamont Fields comes up and makes the stop, but not before he picks up the 1st down. That's number 8, Steve Harris.
Well, there again was an excellent call on that kind of down. A little trickery, putting the pressure on the defense to stop the dive of Bittner. They run a little wingback reverse, or slot back reverse, I guess.
Now Klein with the call. He's looking, trying to find someone down at the bottom of your screen, and he's got Heath. That's a 40. And he's still on his feet, taken away by the Ventura Cougars, and who's got it?
Eric Turner.
Eric Turner, the young lad who has done so much for the Ventura Cougar defense. Got the ball 1st and 10 for the Ventura Cougars at the 34-yard line.
It is the 2nd time Eric has stripped the ball away from Heath. And Hugh is wide open on this play.
Look at it now after he catches
got
the ball.
He starts to run, and there's the strip. No, it isn't. It's Deshaun Fields that strips this time, and Eric Turner pulls the turnover.
Now the Ventura Cougars with the 1st and 10. Here's the give. No, the keeper by Roman. Roman's got running room. Roman now out over the 25 to the 21-yard line, maybe to the 20.
All right, you know, the last series I said they were really stopping up Booker on the dive and that they needed to come out and complete the option on that side, and they did.
They certainly did. Enough for the 1st down by the quarterback from Ventura. Be 1st and 10 now at the 20-yard line. 7 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the 4th and final period.
And this is where the Cougars get very, very dangerous inside the 20, because then they're in 4-down territory with the power running back and the great line that they have. They're difficult to keep out of the end zone.
Here's Roman. Here's the keeper. Roman still on his feet. Roman to the 15 to the 14.
All right, great 7-yard pickup by Roman. Same play. He just read it well. They're stopping Booker. They're stopping at the line of scrimmage, and Roman is just coming right out on the option and picking up 6 to 7 yards every play.
Let's look at it on the Game of the Week replay. Right here, Roman Fortin. Keeper right there, as number 43, Don Ott, had a shot at it, but couldn't come away with it. Fortin now has 64 yards on the evening. Lamont Field and Booker Jackson continue in the backfield for the Ventura Cougars. 2nd down and 4. Here's Roman. He says, I want some more, and does. Down to the 16-yard line. Short of the 1st down, however, by about a yard.
Well, Woody, I think he misread the option that time. He could have handed it off to Lamont, but he just followed Lamont upfield on that. Pretty much the same effect on the play.
Now they set him up with 3 rushes by Roman Fortin. Now do they give it to the big tailback, or do they give it to Booker? Because Booker can get the job done as well as Roman. And he just, check that. Lamont, he just hadn't had the opportunity this year. Let's look at it. Here's Lamont Fields. No, Booker has fumbled the ball. And number 24, Dave Anderson, comes away with it. And the defense, once again for the Camarillo Scorpions, rise to the occasion at the 6-yard line. And Coach Pasno spoke about it a couple of moments ago. The fact is, who's the better team? The defense of the offense. Let's look at it again on Booker Jackson's second fumble. Right into the arms of Dave Anderson.
Well, I can tell you this for a fact right now. The only reason that Camarillo stayed in this game is the fine play by their defense.
Now Scott
and they've
Klein
done it again.
Comes back out to guide the Scorpions on a 95-yard jaunt. Here's the give to the running back, number 25 for the Camarillo Scorpions, just into the ball game, Angel Barroso. A flag on the play, and I think it's going to be against the Ventura Cougars. Let's find out.
I think it's going to be hitting the player out of bounds. It sure is.
Another big penalty against the Ventura Cougars. Let's look at it. Maybe we can see it at the tail end of this play right here. It was Timmy Gray, number 10.
Number 64, just falling on the pile late. It wasn't even a...
So it'll be the 46-yard line where they will have it 1st and 10.
Well, just when the start of this game, we thought that it was going to be an all Ventura game. Camarillo's come back, and it's quite a ball game right now.
It sure is. You know, we were talking about the score, and in a coaches poll by one of the local papers, the coaches had it 23-22. It's going to be close.
I felt it was going to be a close game. They're just two good football teams. They're too well matched.
Klein wants to go for it all. He has got a first down again at the 44-yard line of the Ventura Cougars. Now the pass is complete to Nick Rondeau.
And the pressure on Klein just came a little too late. I also saw something else interesting. I saw Hugh Heath break into the open over the middle of the field. Klein didn't see him, but he may have had a touchdown if he had hit Heath.
1st and 10 Camarillo. They are on the move here at the Coliseum, and they have touchdowns on their sides.
Real turn of events here. Cougars with the ball on the 5-yard line, and now they're in trouble.
4:20 now is our time left here in the 4th. Here's this quarterback sneak by Klein. He's got a couple of yards. It'll pick up 2 now. Pick up just a yard, check that. It'll be 2nd down and 9 as the clock moves. 4 minutes now left here in the 4th.
Well, this is a tough position for the Cougars to be in. You know, they've got to stop the touchdown. Of course, Camarillo's got to score the touchdown, and they've got to score it in this drive.
From the I formation, Scott Klein has his offense set. Here's the snap. He's looking, trying to find somebody going up. He's got him. Heath, and out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Hugh Heath, the all-league receiver, has been shut out most of this ball game, but he comes back here on a very important drive, picks up the first down.
Well, can you do it in the final minutes? Who's the poised team? Who can clutch it out?
A nice hit there made by number 2, I believe, Deshaun Fields.
And we had Lamont one-on-one with Heath, and Heath won that one.
Again from the I. Harrison motion. Here's the give to the running back. He's got running room way out to the 15-yard line. That's number 21, Danny Eastman.
And that's Kevin Oakes, the sophomore.
Check that.
Two important runs in this closing series for them.
It was indeed Oakes, number 81, instead of 21 Eastman, but somebody is down. It looks like a Camarillo Scorpion. A gain of 8. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Checking to try to find out who is down on the field now.
And I see Coach Phil McEwen working the sidelines down there, working his defense, trying to throw in some instructions there.
An intense coach. And he's done a fine job all year long for the Ventura Cougars, as Oaks is the young man that's down on the field after picking up 8.
Well, this is going to be an interesting situation here because I know they're really short on running backs. They've had several key injuries. And what do they do now?
Coming into the ball game to replace Oaks. We will see, as we do have a timeout, it appears. And it has been taken by the Camarillo Scorpions. They trail 14-10 with 3 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock. But the more important fact is the fact that they have got the ball.
Well, they have to score. Field goal isn't going to do any good at this point. They've got to score the touchdown. So I think Ventura knows what they have to do. They've got to keep it outside of that stripe.
Phil McEwen now on the field talking with his Ventura Cougars, as he has done all year long, and an act that Coach Pasno agrees with, the ability for the coaches to come onto the high school playing field.
This is the biggest 15 yards of these two teams' career, offensively and defensively.
The Ventura Cougars all year long I've said that they have a good defense. Well, the Camarillo Scorpions will prove that they've got a good offense here tonight if they can get it in, but the Cougars will have to rise now to see if they can turn back the tide of the Camarillo Scorpions.
And then we, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what time we have on the clock. If they score, would Ventura have the time to come back?
And now number 70 is in.
Important.
David Ford is in. Now they send Rondeau in motion. Here's the give to Bittner. Bittner's got running room. Down to the 9.
Well, Bittner's that power tailback now.
He certainly is.
He's the crutcher.
The crutcher, the Fred Crutcher.
That's right. I mean, he's an SC-type tailback. He's going to get his 4 yards.
And you know, one thing about this drive is that Camarillo continues to use up a lot of the clock here. They haven't been throwing the passes, but now Klein comes over and sets his fullback, number 44, as he gets him where he wants him. Here's Klein. Klein looking along the top of your screen. He's got a touchdown to Heath. Knocked out of bounds by number 4, Lamont Fields.
Great play by Lamont Fields.
That's the second time in this ball game that Lamont Fields has knocked the ball out of the hands of Hugh Heath in the end zone.
And I've said all along, I think this is the key matchup and who wins the CIF championship here tonight. It's not Lamont on offense. He's going to get his. But can Lamont stop Hugh Heath? And he did it there.
Stops the clock with 2:54.
Camarillo does not have the opportunity to get a first down. They've got to score.
Second down
Three downs to go. Exciting game.
Scott Klein looking out of bounds to Hugh Heath. And now Deshaun Fields claps his hands as he said, I can get it done too, Brother Lamont.
It is down to 2. The countdown is 2. What a game.
You don't need to worry about the clock right now, because with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, the Camarillo Scorpions know, as Coach Pasno just pointed out, that they are down to the final 2 plays probably of 1984. And here once again comes the defensive coordinator, Phil McEwen. And we spoke about this earlier in the ball game, but his young son Matt is in his senior year at Ventura High School, and when Phil McEwen was a senior in high school, he played right here on the Banning High School football team at the Los Angeles Coliseum. And here it is 25 years later. Well, his son's here.
Family tradition.
Family tradition. $14-10 is our score.
Well, it's down to 2 plays. Which team is going to have the poise? Which team is going to be able to come up with the big play here, Woody?
Well, this ball is spotted right now on right inside the 10-yard line.
Well, what looked like early a near blowout is turning into be a real tight football game. This looks like some of our Ventura College games. We'd get out in front really well, and then just
have to hang on for dear life.
Defense to scrape out a victory.
Now number 32, Scott Sanders of the Ventura Cougar defense. He's the linebacker in charge of this defense on the field. And here come the Camarillo Scorpions. Ladies and gentlemen, what an outstanding ball game.
I think you might see a draw play to Bittner off of this.
Watch for big number 44, Jim Bittner.
Now
he moves in motion to the bottom of your screen. We got, look, they're going up for it. Knocked out of the way. Who's got it? Again, it was knocked out of the hands. This time out of the hands of number 12 for the Camarillo Scorpions. That is Nick Rondeau. Now we're down to 1.
The countdown is 1.
On the Game of the Week replay.
Real fine defense. Oh, nice play, Eric Turner.
Eric, had it not
going
been
for the football.
Indeed. Deshaun Fields blocked him out, or he might have had the interception. And now we're down to the final play of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
The ball will be thrown in the end zone.
Here's Klein again, looking, trying to find somebody. He's got him. Touchdown to number 82, Gary Litton, with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left here at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
And junior Gary Litton has made the biggest catch of his life.
He certainly has. And now it'll be up to the Ventura Cougar offense.
I wanted to say I could see that one coming, but I know they send Bittner in motion twice, and that puts the tight end one-on-one with the linebacker when the corner adjusts out with Bittner.
Maurice
It's
Hayes,
a great call.
the defender. And now here's the point after by number 21, Eastman. Here they come. It's up, and it's no good. So the Ventura Cougars can come back and win it.
Well, this puts a lot of pressure on Torrey Riemann. He can be the man.
He certainly can. The Ventura Cougars.
That point is really a big point.
Camarillo leading for the first time in this contest, 16-14.
Well, a little over 2.5 minutes left in the game here. They can come back.
Klein with the biggest touchdown of his career, his 30th of the season. And none any bigger than this one right here in the Los Angeles Coliseum.
It's interesting, the game that I saw last night with Fullerton, the same play won the game. Exact same play. They sent the tailback in motion, put the tight end man-to-man on the linebacker for a score from 19 yards out.
So history repeats itself here tonight at the Coliseum. 1 day later. And now the Ventura Cougars with Lamont Fields and Deshaun Fields and Eric Turner back. And
well,
now,
for sure, we're going to see a fired-up Camarillo defense.
and look at this kickoff to Eric Turner, and he lets it go into the end zone. And it will come out to the 20-yard line. Now Ventura has 80 yards to go. We've seen them come back after they were down 25-3 to the Oxnard Yellow Jackets with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They scored 22 points.
Yeah, they have been able to come back. They've been a comeback team all year, and no time was marched off on that kickoff. Actually, you kind of like to have them field the ball so the clock could get started.
Now they send Torrey Riemann out wide to the top of your screen. Lamont and Booker in the backfield. Here's Roman looking. Roman's got somebody, and he's picked on by Anderson. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the ball game. The third interception of the game. Number 24, Dave Anderson, has his second. And the crowd erupts on the far sidelines. The Camarillo Scorpions now with possession of the ball with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left. Let's look at it right here on the replay.
Just a great play. You know, the ball's up in the air. Both guys got a shot at it, and the Scorpion came up with it.
At the 50-yard line, Scott Klein now running out of running back. Has number 70 in the backfield with him, along with Bittner, number 44, and they'll probably keep it on the ground. They're looking for the turnover now.
Well, they've got to get a first down. A first down seals the victory here, Woody.
Ventura with 2 timeouts left. Camarillo with 1, and Ventura takes 1.
Well, Camarillo never lost their poise in the game. They played very fine defense. and made the big plays on defense and allowed their offense that chance for one great drive.
And they got it. And Camarillo with 12 first downs, Ventura with 13. It's been, ooh, so close.
Well, you know, Camarillo's come out and took control of the second half of the game.
They sure did.
Primarily on defense. They shut off the Ventura attack, and they made some big plays, particularly interceptions.
Well, Ventura, I think, hurt themselves early in the second half, I should say, simply because after their first 3 possessions, it was not 3 very good possessions because they gave it up to an interception, a fumble, and a botched punt, as we understand.
Yes.
And that hurt early.
The key in getting an interception run back for a kickoff, for a touchdown. One of the things that I hope everybody understands is these are 2 great football teams. The game has been close, and you know, one team is going to be disappointed, but I hope it doesn't tarnish the greatness of the season. It's a great tribute to Ventura County football.
It certainly is. Big Jim Bittner now with the ball. 1 minute and 58 seconds left. Pickup of 2. It'll bring up a 3rd down now. 3rd down and 4 now for the Camarillo Scorpions. They are at the 44-yard line. Ventura needs to stop them here. They need to cause the turnover.
This is the big down right here.
So the first half belonged to the Ventura Cougars, and the second half, well, it looks like it has belonged to the Camarillo Scorpions. Penalty flag now being called.
That really hurts.
So now they have a 3rd down and a long 10 as opposed to 3rd down and 5. Now Ventura may have an opportunity to get the ball back.
You just do not want to get this clock stopped in that situation. Plus the added 5 yards takes you out of the first down. Well, that's definitely a break for the Cougars here. They're not out of this ball game yet. They got a shot at it again.
Anybody that watched the Boston College Miami Hurricane game knows that you're never out of the ball game.
Ain't over until it's over.
It's certainly not. 16-14, Camarillo leads it. Klein looking, trying to find Heath. He's got running room, and he slides down at the 49-yard line.
And wisely stays in bounds. He could have chose to go out of bounds, but he wants to keep that clock going.
And now a timeout has been taken by the Ventura Cougars, we believe.
All right, now we're going to get a punt, and then the time will stop again. So we're going to see Ventura with a full minute of play.
Let's look at it once again as Klein tries the right side. And indeed, as Coach Basno told you, stays inbounds.
See, if he would have gone out of bounds, that would have given Ventura another, or they would have been able to retain that first, gosh, what do I want to say, Woody? The timeout. That's what I want to say.
They would have been able to save it for the offense. Now Phil McCune is on the field. He knows that Camarillo has a long 10 to go for the first down. It's 4th down. Will we see the kicker? We will indeed.
Well, regardless of what they choose to do on this, whether they choose to run the ball or whatever, the clock stops as soon as the ball is dead to exchange the chains. So Ventura should be getting all set now to run a play on the field and get it started. And get the play into the game while they're changing the chains.
So now Lamont Fields is way back, now at about the 25-yard line, guarding against the possibility of a long pass, but they're going to go for a field goal. I guess
this is interesting. Are they going to kick it? If it's short, Lamont's going to catch that ball.
Out of the end zone. It's going to be short, but now Ventura will have the ball on the 20-yard line, and that was a smart play right there. If they would have kicked the ball away on a punt, they would have given Ventura a lot better field position than they have right now because they have to bring it out to the 20.
Yeah, the only problem with that, there's a real good chance of getting a field goal block.
Yeah, you're right about that. The Cougars missed it that time.
Well, 80 yards, 1 minute.
Interesting note is that Rowan Fortin hasn't completed a pass since midway in the second quarter. Now the Ventura Cougar fans are on their feet. Roman is back. He's looking for Sanders. Sanders can't come up with it, stopping the clock with 59 seconds left. Scott Sanders, number 32, the all-purpose player for Ventura High School.
Well, I can't say that this wasn't a great game to watch. There's been a lot of excitement.
It certainly has. You couldn't have asked for a better ball game from a spectator point of view. It doesn't matter who you're rooting for. Your team has played very well here tonight.
After, you know, such a great season by both these teams, it's really unfortunate one team has got to go home disappointed. But gosh, you know, coming second in the CIF is not that bad, is it?
It certainly isn't, especially if you do go ahead and lose by only 2 points. Here's Lamont. Lamont can't come up with it. Kind of handcuffed him, Roman did.
Well, now they're fighting two problems here. They got to pick up the first down, and they've got to get the clock, keep the clock from moving here.
Let's look at it once again on the replays. We can see Lamont is ready to catch the ball, but he had to kind of turn and spin around.
Yeah, just not a well-thrown ball.
Brings up the big third down now. 54 seconds left.
Camarillo leading 16-14. In motion, Raymond Edwards. Fortin looking for Edwards. He's got him at the 35, brought down at the 42-yard line.
But the clock is going to continue to tick away.
No,
after the ball gets spotted. Once the ball gets spotted, when you make the first down, it begins to move again.
First down now, first down and 10 for Ventura. They get the ball out to the 42 on that pass completion to Raymond Edwards. Camarillo with one too many on the field. Now he's off. But now the clock starts. 44 seconds left in the ball game. Fortin now rolling to the near side. He's going to have, no, he's over the line of scrimmage, Frank. Rudy Lopez bats the ball away out of bounds. However, I think that Fortin was across the line of scrimmage when he released that pass.
Well, yes or no, it doesn't matter. Rudy Lopez did a great job of defending that pass.
They didn't throw the flag either, so.
No flag, so great job by Rudy Lopez. Let's watch on the replay. Where was he? Well, very, very close. So second down and 10 now. 34 seconds left. Ventura with the ball at their own 42-yard line. Ventura trailing 16-14.
You said it, 34 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Lamont Fields in the backfield with Booker Jackson. In motion, Raymond Edwards. Fortin now once again. Pass intercepted, number 24, David Anderson at the Scorpion 40-yard line. And folks, now we have a flag on the play. It's going to go against Ventura.
Do you think so?
I think it'll be against Camarillo for
unsportsmanlike conduct.
Excessive celebrating.
No, I think that the official pointed at Ventura. I think we're going to get unsportsmanlike against Ventura.
Well,
no offsetting penalties. Well, we'll see.
Well, it really is a moot question right now because Camarillo, regardless, it was after the interception, so Camarillo is in possession of the ball. They just got to snap the ball one time and let the clock run out.
29 seconds left. Camarillo leading 16-14. We'll see now after the penalty where they're going to spot the ball.
Well, I've got to guess that the snap is going to go to our #1 quarterback, Scott Klein, and he is just going to be surrounded by Camarillo players and protected there.
Ventura, no timeouts left, so it looks like Camarillo is going to win the 4A Southern Section Championship.
What a season.
The first time in the history of Camarillo High School.
Well, at least it looks like Bob Bull's prediction is going to be wrong.
That's right. They only won by 2 points. Well, this has been a tremendous season, and I certainly have enjoyed working along with Dave Stroh and Dan Curry. We've had a great time, and Camarillo has been a fun team to watch this year, and they certainly have a winning tradition going right now.
Well, there on your screen, you saw a close-up of some of the Ventura players. Credit this Ventura team for an outstanding job. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Klein falls on the ball. The Scorpions win the CIF Southern Section Championship. Well, the clock still shows a second to go.
Look at the stands.
However, the officials running off the field. If you look across the way, the Camarillo fans are just going nuts. Camarillo has won the Southern Section Championship against a very tough Ventura Cougar team.
Dave, I'm drained. The emotions are just so darn high here. The Camarillo fans across the field just going bananas, I guess would be a great term. And of course, we see on the field now the teams exchanging
handshakes. Okay, we're going to head down now to the locker room.
Sound like I lost my sound. Look at, there's a crew of 5 of the boys kissing the turf down there.
There's the score.
Well, Dan, what can we say? This has just been a great season. Camarillo is just, what can you say?
Here's the interception that sewed it up for Camarillo. I believe they had 7 turnovers by Ventura, 7 turnovers, so boy, that stat came into...
This game was a lot closer than I ever guessed it would be. Camarillo going up against probably the number 2 seed, and we can see tonight why they were seeded number 2 in the CIF Southern Section, because they are just one phenomenal team, and Camarillo, they had their work cut out for them tonight. They had some breaks go their way. They caused some breaks to go their way, and Camarillo is the CIF 4A Southern Section champions for the first time in the history of Camarillo High School.
I can't believe it. I just can't. I have been lost for words here for a few minutes.
Well, I look across the field there at the fans for Camarillo, and I don't think they've sat down for about the last 15 minutes. Understandably, we can appreciate, because we are Camarillo fans and supporters ourselves and boosters, that we can understand the emotions that are running over there.
Well, you got to give Ventura credit. I really think that Ventura outplayed Camarillo today. They played a much better game. They held onto the ball for most of the game, but Camarillo just pulled this one out of their pocket. They got the interception returned by Kevin Madden, and then Klein's touchdown pass to Litton put him on top, even though Eastman missed his first extra point try in 37 tries. He had a 36 point after streak.
Well, maybe I have to take exception a little bit there, Dan. I think Camarillo has all season long caused things to happen.
Yes, they did.
I don't look at all fumbles and recoveries by Camarillo as breaks, really, because I think the defensive team is causing those fumbles to happen. They're hitting hard down there. They're certainly playing hard. Now we just got an official scoring summary.
This is one of the things that is really neat about the Coliseum. I didn't have to do stats today. They just hand the sheet to you, and they've got all the stats already put out there.
Let me say it right now.
The score is 16-14, Camarillo wins. The scoring for Ventura Fields on a 7-yard run with 7:32 left in the first quarter put them up 7-0. Then, with 9:20 left in the second quarter, Fortin passed to Edwards, a 22-yarder, put them on top 14-0.
Well, Dan, I think we've got David Stroh down in the locker room with this jubilant Camarillo High School football team. Let's go down to Dave down there.
Yeah, we got Gary Litton. Gary, that was a great catch there in the fourth quarter.
Thank you. It was just a good pass from Scott. It was just
fourth down situation, a lot of pressure.
I can't hear you.
Okay, we got a lot of guys in here. Litton can't hear me, but we got Mike Oliver. We got John Bundy. We got John Troxel, Bill Kalezer, Jimmy Bettner behind me. Over here now we got you, Heath. If we can turn around you. They were able to contain you quite a bit tonight. However, when it came down to it, you were able to make that key reception.
Yeah, they were coming me up and back, and they kept pushing me to the outside to rent them out, and that worked. And we went in the middle, but they had a linebacker and a safety there, so we had to do more out patterns, and then once in a while we did long. I think the last drive we had, Scott got through the ball, I did an audible, and I did a streak, and there was a guy way down, and there was a short, so I faked inside. The guy went inside. I got outside and just got through a little dart to me, and I got that ball, and I got hit pretty hard there.
Anyway, it was a great job out there, wasn't it, by this championship team? Can we get Scott in here? Come on in, Scott. Scott, another outstanding game.
Thanks, it was. That was an exciting one, wasn't it?
It was a little bit exciting. Kind of a dream come true out here at the Coliseum.
Yeah, it was. Our defense has kept us in that game. I gave that one to our defense. They played a great game.
I've been looking for Kevin Madden. He made that key interception that kept you guys in the game and really kind of got you rolling.
Yeah, this was a battle of defenses tonight, you know. But then we made that 95-yard drive at the end. That just did it all.
Once again, great job. CIF champions, the Camarillo Scorpions. What was that, 13 in a row now? Great job this year. Great job, Hugh. Danny Eastman with a field goal and an extra point tonight. Great season, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're a junior, right? You're going to be back next year?
Sure, yep.
You're part of a CIF championship team. Great job this year.
Thank you.
Right next to him is Jeff Beavers. Jeff, another key interception tonight. Another great job. Outstanding ball game.
Thanks a lot. You know, everyone was saying how we weren't supposed to win this game, and we really pulled together, especially at halftime, and we were able to win it. So, you know, I just feel happy for the whole team.
Okay, the other cornerback, Rudy Lopez. Rudy, you had some real key defensive plays out there tonight.
Yeah, well, we all did it. It's just not me. It's all the DBs. I call them the mutts. And we all worked together, and we came out winning. So 23 interceptions.
That was a good job. Keep that towel on tight. Guy we missed is David Anderson. Anderson, get in here. Anderson, 2 key interceptions. Great job tonight, right?
You bet.
Number 1 CIF.
You got it.
Good job.
Thanks.
Who have we missed? Who have we missed now? I think we got almost. No, we didn't.
Right here.
What does that shirt say, Troxel?
We can't. We played. We kicked their ass.
Good job. Good job back there, Rob. Coach, come on in here just for a minute. Not much to say here except congratulations. As a second-year coach, you're a CIF champion.
Oh, that's great, but you have to give all the compliments to all these players. They just did an outstanding job. The character of the team just showed through. We're down 14-0. We're running out of players, and they just stuck together and just did a great job. Defense just did an outstanding job, shutting Ventura out the second half. There's not enough words to praise for these players. I mean, they just did a great job.
It is without a doubt the best football team, high school football team I've ever seen.
Well, at the last we were all banged up, but we stayed in there, and we just did a great job.
Once again, congratulations. You're number 1 now, and all I can say is good luck next year, Coach. Great win tonight.
Thank you. That's next year. We forget about that. This is this year.
Just savor this one for a while. Right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Standing over there celebrating. I wanted to kind of finish off the scoring. We had Ventura up 14-0 in the second quarter, and then Camarillo got a field goal with 3:58 left. So that made it 14-3, and then they came back in the second half to win it.
Well, certainly our thanks go out to Televents, Channel 6A in Camarillo, produced and directed by Bob Bowles all year long, technical director Paul Mueller, and of course our executive producer Russ Anthony. On cameras once again tonight was Tim Miller, Al Paleo, Faye Conzen, Gary Yates, and Fred Mondragon. Certainly, once again, our appreciation goes out to Televents and Camarillo for bringing us these games week in and week out, bringing them into your home so you can sit and mull them over one more time and play Sunday morning quarterback. It's been a phenomenal season, and there are just so many people to thank: Dave Strode, Dan Curry, and of course the Camarillo football team and the Camarillo fans. Camarillo fans have made it just a great season.
They're finally starting to break up over on the Camarillo side.
Well, Dan, I think we're going to cut away now and say goodnight. This is Frank Legasic, along with Dan Curry and, of course, David Strode down in the locker room, saying goodnight from Televents Channel 6A in Camarillo.